We are back again with Professor Sanjay Pawar, Principal, Dr. BCREC Engineering College. My next question to you, Dr. Pawar, is, we did talk about entrepreneurship and we did talk about preparing students for the fast-paced modern world that is about to emanate in the near future. But most middle-class parents want their children to get jobs. So, how do you prepare your students, your soft skills and all that for a proper job thing, and the skills that you would like your students to learn? Secondly, is that what kind of jobs are your students getting, and what is the kind of packages that most of you are getting?
We have been again adapting a lot of changes into the institute. Initially, we have been contacting to the various companies, HR people, we are interacting with them, and then recruitment has been going on. Now, based on the inputs that we get from the HR people and the various interview sessions that have been taken, we now have initiated extra training to the students. Many times it deals with the communication skills, many times it deals with the aptitude they have. So now we are starting building them from the second year onwards, so that the students are well prepared when they reach to the third year, because in third year they require to reach to some kind of an highest level packages and so on. At present, we have our students have reached to 25 lakhs of the package or more than that, and but I am sure in coming future or the autonomy batches that are going, we will be preparing for the students to reach a very high people or high companies which may pay up to 40-50 lakhs and so on. What is required for that? As I said, the jobs are there. In these cases, the jobs will be from the research work they are doing. The jobs will be from how they are identifying the loopholes into the solutions, commenting into the companies, and that training, that technical sessions, that in going into the various sectors, that training has been happening. The people are coming into the campus, the core people who are into the training sectors are looking into other, specifically we have people who have been working with the Google, we have people who are working with IBM, Accenture and so on, our own alumni people, as well as based upon our context we are working with them and so on. Now they are telling to the students what they are looking presently and future, and that's where that gap is now being identified at the secondary level itself, and those gaps are being trained and then giving inputs, and they are working into the skills specifically from the analytical point of view, specifically from the coding skills point of view, and the tools and platforms being offered to the students to have an experience, to have a practice. And in case of a practice, in fact, the time duration with which they get the results also matters. That's where these platforms are being prepared, platforms are being shared, hired, and the training is given, and the people who are into this batch, I'm sure when they reach to the third year, will crack the Google, will crack the NVIDIA, will crack all the top level companies so that they can get top jobs and the technology jobs in the various domains.
Apart from technology, what I understand in Dr. BCREC Engineering College is that a great deal of stress is also given to interested students who are wanting to get the soft skills, like ability to look into the eye and talk, like ability to wear the clothes properly, and and also supposing the soft skills like how do you open a door and get into the interview. Those skills are also being taught in Dr. BCREC, and that gives them an extra edge on other students from other colleges where those skills are not very widely taught, and they end up with a lower package most of the time.
Of course, that's correct. Maybe your observations are really correct, Dr. Sir. It matters, a confidence level matters in this case, and the confidence level comes into picture when you are clear about your thought processes, and the thought process clearness comes into picture into the way with which you communicate to the people, the language that you are using, the things which you wear, and some etiquettes and so on. Though we think we know everything, but from the professional and commercial and corporate point of view, these are a bit different. That awareness is being started from the second year onwards and so on. The people who are training into the corporate area, the people who have gone through these areas, this training is being given It has nothing to do with the technology, but a basic communication etiquettes, the way with which you talk to the seniors, the way with which you talk to the interviewers also, the things that are to be asked, the questions, the accents, many things comes into picture. This is where an extra input comes, and probably not many institute might not be thinking from that point of view, but we identify those cases.
And BCREC, you are doing all of that, yes. So that is very important actually.